Damn, right off the bat, I started with sneezing. Anyways, hello and welcome to another stream. We're playing Zenless Zone Zero, and this is part 3 of trying to finish all of Zenless Zone Zero's content. So, yeah, let's get right into it. I just woke up, had breakfast. Uh, I'm gaming. Typical.
All in all, the scouting mission was a success. Oval Squad took no casualties. Against our firepower, those Exaltus
Last time I
Marines
kinda
didn't
had
stand a
to
chance. It's
in the
honestly baffling
stream
how
on like
HSO and public security were
short
completely
notice
outplayed by the
'cause I
Exaltists.
had to go.
Their actions are chaotic,
Now I'm
with little
back and
strategy. But
alive
credit
and
goes to
streaming.
Commander Isolde's flawless planning.
The proxy was amazing too. Just like Trigger and Soldier 11 said. Just like all those rumors on Internet.
Huh? Orphe, since when have you been visiting sketchy sites like Internet behind my back?
Calm down, Captain Magus. What you've dealt with so far are just the Exaltus scattered remnants.
I know. We already have the hollow coordinates for the Exaltus base.
Leave the search for the Obscura. You can't just grasp at weeds. You have to dig out the... By the way, Proxy.
Think
I've
I
heard your
kinda
performance
did
in the
this part
Hollow is
already.
top-notch, as always. Housework...
I'll have to think about that. I do remember Captain Magus saying that Phaethon is a villain who should be dealt with using 50 caliber high explosive.
Don't go taking things out of...
Got it.
It's all because I was.
She's not the most soft.
Yeah, I heard these things already.
I guess this is the part where old grudges melt away and everyone.
But if you're that talented, why settle for the dishonorable role?
What's so dishonorable about it? The work we do in the shadows brings us closer to the light than many of those who stand in it.
You're being a little harsh today, Captain.
Proxy. How many unqualified civilians have you led straight into danger within the Hollows? And how many shady Hollow Raiders have you...
You're right, Captain Magus. The underworld does have its dark side, but a lot of people are forced into it. They have to avoid the light and just try to survive in the shadow. And this grand, respectable world you speak of, is it really filled with nothing but righteous heroes? Is your defense force really so perfect?
You...
All right,
I like the
now
beef
take her
between
out.
them.
The only villain here is the grumpy old Isolde. You're all brave, shiny...
Looks like the captain got shut down by Commander Isolde again. Even the proxy's been lumped in with the kids. Looks like we're all in the same class.
This concludes the briefing. Proxy. Major General Lorenz has expressed interest in meeting you. Would you mind coming with me later?
Who the fuck is
The
that?
Major General wants to see me? That can't be good.
Relax.
Who the fuck is Major General something something?
Sir, your guest.
Colonel Isolde, I heard that, Oval Squad has already obtained the coordinates of the Exaltist headquarters.
That's correct, sir. The recon operation was a success. However, we also discovered something unexpected. There are numerous ether reactors installed around Wi-Fi Peninsula, known as Obscura, which may pose a significant threat.
You can handle the specifics with your squad. You know I've always counted on you. Just make sure I get results.
Yes, sir.
Among all the mediocrity in the Obsidian Division, Isolde, you're the one who truly stands out. I'm really glad I found you back then. Someone like you shouldn't be stuck on the front lines. I'm pragmatic, but I always make sure my subordinates are treated fairly. This is a big opportunity, but I went to great lengths to get troops into Wi-Fi Peninsula. So this mission is one we cannot afford to fail.
Yes, sir.
Ah, I seem to have forgotten about our guest. Isolde, the person beside you.
This is the officially appointed Hollow Technical Advisor and the Mayor's Special Envoy for Military Operations.
Welcome to Wi-Fi Peninsula, Ambassador Wi.
I've been in Wi-Fi Peninsula for a while now. Honestly, it's more appropriate for me and Swabian Temple to be the ones welcoming the Defense Force.
Swabian Temple. Pardon my memory, I nearly forgot our guest works directly under Mayor Mayflower. Mind filling me in, Colonel Isolde? Why is one of the mayor's personal agents, an infamous proxy, getting involved in Defense Force business?
Wise was appointed by the city as a technical advisor and envoy for Mayor Mayflower, sir. He's here to assist.
Assist, huh? If the High Preceptor of Yunque Summit had shown up in person, perhaps I'd consider that worthy. And as for the supervision, since when does Mayflower get a say in when Obsidian Division pulls the trigger?
Sir, Wise is only here to assist Obel Squad. This has nothing to do with the main forces up. All part of the agreement to keep the City Council from meddling with our military affairs in Wi-Fi Peninsula. Which, I imagine, suits you just fine?
Of course. Your arrangements are always right on point, Colonel. Well then, since you're the Hollow experts and personally by the Mayor, it's only right that I give you a proper welcome. Unfortunately, military secrecy is of utmost importance, so I'm afraid I can't escort Wise to the more refined venues in the city for a proper celebration, at least for now. Colonel Isolde, until this operation is over, all of Wise's external communications and movements beyond Phylum Heights must be temporarily restricted.
That's a very unique way to treat a guest.
Major General, the Mayor and Yunque Summit might not be too happy about that.
That's an order.
Yes, sir.
The people from Porcelumix are still waiting for me in Phylum Heights. Something about a banquet to welcome the Defense Force to Wi-Fi Peninsula. Typical corporate parasites. Always know how to adapt and survive. I'm afraid I won't be able to personally entertain our guest, Isolde.
Let's go, Mr. Ambassador.
That guy is not a good guy. And I know that for a fact. Oh. Uh-oh. Ooh. Do I get a fortune teapot? Yes, hell yes. Finally, I can give it to that old man. So this time they completed first and second stage for me automatically. I did till like stage 5A grade, I think. Yeah. $27, then 40. Almost 600 plus if I do it fully now. Wait, is my shit full in this thing? Okay, this is about to get full. We should use it as quick as we can. Oh, we gotta do this. Oh. Main. Oh. Let's finish chapter 1 and 2 real quick. Like, as quick as we can.
Proxy made it through the entire.
No significant change in pulse. Your face isn't too pale. You look so frail, Proxy. Who would have thought you had the makings of a soldier tough enough to endure enemy.
Since you already see me as a villain, it's only natural I've learned.
The Major General may be tough to deal with, but interrogating the mayor's envoy? That kind of thing doesn't happen in the Obsidian Division.
Temporarily restricting the proxy's movements and communications. What does that mean?
It means we've got your precious faith locked away. No way out, and no texting the Collin family.
That's just...
That's terrible.
What a shame. I never thought the legendary proxy Phaethon.
On the plus side, at least the legendary proxy Phaethon was caught by Obel Squad. The Major General's idea of hospitality might be questionable, but for a soldier, orders are...
So, as much as we regret it, the legendary proxy Phaethon will have to stay put in Phylum Heights for a while.
You sure you're sorry, Captain? I'm pretty sure you were holding back a laugh just now.
Don't worry. Obel Squad and the Obsidian Division are the first line of defense against the Hollows. We'll wipe out the Exaltists faster than you'd think.
And then the proxy will be free.
As ordered, a technician will now attach a tracker to the proxy and temporarily block all communication. My apologies,
For the Obsidian Division, orders carry more weight than mountains. I don't like restricting someone's freedom like this. And I'm not exactly your biggest fan. But I hope you won't hold it against Isolde or the...
I may not be a soldier, but I can understand the weight orders carry for all of you. If temporarily restricting my freedom helps the operation go smoothly and keeps the people of Waifei Peninsula safe, I'll gladly go along with it.
I never thought you'd show such resolve, Proxy. Don't worry. I'll keep an eye on you while you're with us.
Captain Magus keeping an eye on you?
Once again, Proxy, you have my apologies.
Okay, let's go. That doesn't matter though, whatever communication they put on me. I'm pretty sure I can communicate with Bell like head to head, like mind to mind. Pretty sure. I don't know. Maybe not. But I'm pretty sure we can do that, right?
As Master's supreme assistant and a thoughtful, all-purpose AI, I would never sit back helplessly while Master's freedom is being restricted. Unlike the...
Fairy, you really can't stop chasing that first assistant title, can you? When will you finally understand that as his sibling, I'm irreplaceable?
All right, you two, enough arguing. I'm just a pitiful, useless captured proxy here, while you two are elite hackers, okay?
Negative. Although Master was unfortunately captured, Master remains an...
Save your useless sympathy, First Assistant. Luckily, not even the Hollows can interfere with the HDD's unique signal, so the Defense Force's jamming is barely an inconvenience.
Still, I was the one who actually...
See, I knew it.
...jamming signal.
Which means Wise can still reach me through the HDD, and EOS's deep dive can continue as planned.
I saw some new data with my eye implants in the hollow. I need you to run some calculations. Whether or not the military's info checks out, nothing is more trustworthy than your calculations, Fairy.
Affirmative. Additionally, I've made a full copy of the military intel files that EOS and Master saw.
If the Defense Force comes knocking because you did something without permission, make sure they know Second Assistant and your Master had nothing to do with it. Anyway, leave the rest to me and Fairy-wise, just like always.
Then leave clearing out the hollow to me and Obel Squad, just like always.
The Defense Force's mission is bound to be dangerous. Be careful, Wise.
What the hell? Why is bro having a stroke? That was pretty easy.
All units be advised. At 3. Something's off. Are those humans coming out of there? Hey, look! Someone's crawling out. Why are they? Where? They're coming close. We're under attack! Fight back! Enemy spotted at 3 o'clock. Oh, is it the Exaltist troops in disguise? No, they emerged from the miasma. They're definitely not alive. What the? Are we seeing the dead in broad daylight?
Holy.
Just take them down. Reporting in. We've got casualties. We've got another wave of hostiles closing in on the right. We need backup. It's just as the Overseer said. Even a miracle like resurrection is nothing for the Creator.
Don't let joy blind you, my dear brother. Until we stand before the Creator, every miracle is just a small step toward the gate of the final domain.
Don't worry. My joy hasn't clouded my judgment, and my knowledge as a researcher remains sharp. The large-scale miasma activation experiment has already begun ahead of schedule. They'll never catch up to us on our path to the Creator.
What if the creator is our master? That would be... no, that wouldn't be like a pretty big plot twist. I mean, it will be a plot twist for Wise and Bill, but since I predicted it, it won't be a plot twist for me now. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people had predicted that possibility also.
The Exaltists have already figured out that we're launching a full-scale operation? So far, only Obel Squad's scouting mission involved direct combat. What that recon team ran into was likely just an unfortunate accident. But your operation was flawless, and no part of the plan was leaked. That means either the Exaltists are more perceptive than we thought, or some unit acted outside my command and carried out an unsanctioned mission.
But Lorenz handed over command of this operation to you.
So if we rule out interference from higher up, the only one who could have mobilized troops without the Colonel's approval is...
Mm-hmm. Only the Major General himself.
Looks like Colonel Isolde has it even tougher than I do when it comes to dealing with a demanding superior.
Orphe, you don't actually think I'm that difficult to deal with, do you?
At this point, arguing with my superior won't do any good.
So if we want the raid to stay on track, we'll have to strike even faster.
While I usually think you're a little too reckless, Magus,
Is this a mark
this time,
on
I agree with you. Swift
his
as
shoulder,
lightning,
right?
fierce as fire.
Yeah, I thought that
vulnerable
was
as
my
shadow.
fucking screen.
That's the essence of Blitz tactics.
That's her mole,
At least
yeah.
according to a Yunque Summit scroll. Since the enemy already knows we're coming,
Yeah, that's her
let's
mole.
seize this rare opportunity.
I was thinking
to
like,
strike
wait,
before
is
they're
that on
ready.
my screen?
Ogle Squad, gear up and get ready!
Yes, Captain Magus.
I'm about to start deploying troops to launch the offensive. Proxy, both the battlefield and the hollows can shift in an instant. Make sure you're fully prepared. We aren't as ready as we could have been. The Obsidian Division will handle the battlefield, but when it comes to the hollow, you're the only one we can count on.
Leave it to me. On my reputation as a legendary, I'm counting on all of you too.
Save it.
What the captain means is, Obel never fails a mission.
Let's go. Autobots, roll out. Oh man.
The unexpected deployment of forces beyond Isolde's plan has put the Exaltists on high alert. Like, we can't risk the Exaltist core members escaping right under our noses. We have to strike quickly and hit.
Based on the intelligence we have, the target stronghold in this operation is very
I'm not usually one to spoil the mood, but from what I've seen of the Exaltists, they're not that easy to pin down.
You really know your way around intelligence and information warfare, Proxy. But it's Isolde's strategy and intel that have been key. I understand your concerns, but I've no reason to doubt the reliability.
Captain Magus, you sure have a lot of trust in Command.
That's because Captain Magus and Commander Isolde were comrades in arms.
Technically, fighting side by side isn't exactly accurate, but yes, Isolde and I go way back. She's a comrade, a senior. In fact, Ogle Squad itself wouldn't exist without Isolde's support. If I can't trust Isolde, then there might not be anyone left in Obsidian Division I can trust.
I understand. So please believe me. When I'm acting as your proxy, my one and only goal.
Oh my god.
Force people are here.
Yeah. Who goes there? Petty thugs, blocking the way to the Creator.
The Creator will not forgive them. Our sacrifice will pave the way for our Master's return.
There's no way out!
Am I keeping up, Captain?
Maximum pulse.
Which unit are you in? According to Commander Isolde's orders, aside from Ogle Squad, there's
Isolde may be the acting commander for this op, but our squad reports to Major General.
So, these idiots are the ones who alerted the Exaltists to our plan. And it was all under orders from the Major General.
Mind your tone. The Major General sent us because he was worried you wouldn't be able to handle this alone. We're here to support.
support the operation? We were just out there fighting alone.
That's right. And we really do appreciate it. Without you taking the brunt of the Exaltists' attention, we couldn't have made it to their headquarters from the flank so smoothly. We have to apologize. We accidentally beat you to it and ended up taking the credit for wiping out the Exaltists' main...
Credit? That's meaningless. Is this really the attitude of new recruits in Obsidian?
Acting all high and mighty. You're just a gun. I may be a rookie, but at least I'm not a wash...
Watch it! The captain has given everything to protect the city. You don't
It's okay, Orphe. As long as they really did take out the Exaltists, then they've helped safeguard New Eridu, which makes them our
Even among comrades, there are plenty of annoying ones. If you ask me, we should just take this guy away and cover it up as an accident caused...
Hey!
Stay focused, soldier. Answer me. Has the
Several preachers took advantage of the chaos to escape. We had other orders to carry out, so we didn't have time to pursue them.
Other orders? What could be...
Bunch of fools. They can't even handle something this... Obel soldiers, let's move out. Once again, Obel.
Yes, Captain Mag... Is it my turn to fight?
Nash.
The Exaltists are fleeing in all directions.
These second-rate troops sure are surprisingly good at messing things up. Who would ever call this an ambush? We've already failed half of the mission's objective.
Yeah, I think that major is sus.
Oh? Elite targets have appeared.
Elite targets. Just the kind of fight Obel Squad's been waiting for.
Show no mercy.
Tactical strategy. Scorched earth.
Affirmative.
Hostile attacks incoming. Please evade.
Flash attack.
Annihilating all hostiles within visual range.
Increase firepower.
Oops, I can't really control my strength.
Support in position.
Keep it out.
Sustaining fire. My bullets are one with the wind.
Everything is moving along smoothly, Mr. Lucro.
We'll be counting on you again this time.
Could it be the major is working with this guy?
Major General Lorenz, you're here in the Hollow.
You're the squad Isolde spoke so highly of. Codename, this is quite a surprise. You arrived even faster than I expected. It's just as Colonel Isolde said. You're quite...
Given that you're leading this entire operation, I'd expect you to be at the command post. And the person with you...
You must be Mr. Lucro. We met briefly at the reception banquet for the Porcelumex safety inspection.
A reception banquet for a safety...
This, gun certainly has a blunt matter of speech. Anyway... we are acquainted from the banquet, aren't we? Also involved with the Obsidian division, I see. For someone so young, you must have made quite the impact with the military.
Not so, Mr. Lucro. This gentleman is the mayor's envoy, specially sent by the kind-hearted Mr. Mayf...
I'm just doing my duty. Please. The title of envoy is a bit too much. I feel like it's a little too...
So you're a distinguished guest from city administration. My apologies.
So, what brings you here, Major General, Mr. Lucro? And these troops who've been acting...
My troops and I have our reasons for... You're a veteran, Captain Magus. Even if you don't fully grasp what overstepping means, you should at least know not to ask about classified military... Mind your tongue, after all. Besides your sharp tongue, there's not much else you have left.
Major General, shouldn't we be going? Staying too long in areas with high ether activity isn't good for my health.
You're right, Mr. Lucro.
Aside from that clerk I met at the Special Military Affairs desk, these are honestly the two most annoying people I've ever had to listen to. Sorry, Captain Magus. It was wrong of me to speak disrespectfully.
I'll let it slide this time, Orphe. If I weren't afraid of getting you all tried at a military tribunal, I'd have turned every curse word into high-energy laser blasts right at their faces.
This place is not only a key Exaltus stronghold, but also one of their major research facilities. Porcelumex's other executive had previously worked with the Exaltists. Many of their facilities were originally Porcelumex's asset, and now under Lucro's lead, Porcelumex has formed ties with the defense force. It's clear why...
You're making my head spin. Isn't it just those two plotting how to...
Goodness, Commander Lorenz is such a bad Orphe is still caught up in that naive teenage mindset of seeing the world in just good and bad.
Goodness, Orphe. You really are a fool. But I can't say you're wrong this time. They chose to meet in the Hollow, likely to stay under the radar. Either way, Obol's mission continues. Everyone, we keep pursuing the escape.
Yes, Captain Maggot.
Nah, Orphe is literally me. Don't bully Orphe. It may not be most charming evolution. Nah, I ain't reading all that. I tried to read some of it. I was like, fuck no.
Everyone! The Exaltus! The threat that plagued... Once again, we've brought... Give it up for yourselves, soldiers!
And let's hear it for our brilliant commander!
I hate to be that guy, but isn't it?
That commander sure seems to be so... A typical big shot, huh?
You're right to be concerned, Proxy. There are still Exaltist stragglers roaming inside and outside the Hollow, and the Obscura in the city haven't been fully
As far as I know, the key Exaltist leaders are still at large. They've managed to slip away after every encounter so far. The Exaltists will remain a threat until they're... Even though Mevarok was severely injured by Yishuan Shifu, and the Exaltists suffered heavy losses, there's still no sign of them backing down.
Yep.
Miasma activity is still spreading. Key people like Sarah still hold major influence.
Yishuan, High Preceptor of Yunquai Summit. I've heard that...
How come I don't see Colonel Isolde anywhere? As the operations leader, shouldn't she be here to
Isolde has been unwell recently, and went back to the city to rest. She's also been absent from meetings over the past few days.
Maybe the commander's like Proxy and isn't fond of these kinds of gatherings. She might have just found an excuse to slip...
You might be right. That does sound like... In any case, we've dealt a heavy blow to the Exaltists. And after fighting on the verge of life and death, the soldiers really needed a victory to boost their...
That doesn't sound like something our strict Captain Magus would say.
Think of it as me trying to lift everyone's spirits. As soldiers, it is our duty to... So even when we have doubts, we can't...
If you take action without orders, you'll be standing trial at a military tribunal. I might not mind, but I'm sure Seed Sr. would stop us. I don't want anyone ending up in front of a military tribunal either.
Right. Since it is a military order, the Major's restriction on you can't be lifted until the operation is officially concluded.
I understand. Obol Squad and all the other soldiers have already given so much to protect New Eridu. Everyone should enjoy this hard-earned victory.
Thank you, Proxy.
Oh.
Actually, I've already heard about Lucro personally entering the Hollow and the Major General's movements. Besides relocating Porcelumex and the Exaltist stock of Porcelum, they're rounding up trusted members who served under Ferox, including my poor colleagues who fled into the Hollow's labs, fearing a purge. The dust hasn't even settled, yet they're already discarding what they no longer need, proving that the only thing crueler than one ruthless boss is another. I have no place in Tops any longer, and the Defense Force won't seek justice for a stray like me.
Even though you played a major role in taking down Ferox, your new boss won't tolerate you for long, will he?
Exactly. I can't stand stray dogs like you always sniffing out scraps to survive. Like I ever had a choice. I'm just trying to stay alive. Honestly, I was already planning to turn to you and Yunquai Summit for help. Regardless of our differences, you are among the few in Waifei Peninsula who have the power, care about justice, and are willing to hear me out. A stray like me is used to bowing and begging.
Unfortunately, no matter how much power we might have, we're just as constrained as you are now. I can't contact anyone at Yunquai Summit for assistance either. But if it's to keep you safe...
It's all right. Just when I was at my wit's end, Miss Savior appeared.
Ooh.
Hiya! I'm the savior he was talking about. It's funny, most company employees usually see me as a disaster. Who would have thought I'd ever be called a savior?
Allow me to...
Who is this? Bunny girl.
This is Miss Zhao from Tops, affiliated with the Krampus Compliance Authority.
Nice to meet you, Miss Zhao. The Krampus Compliance Authority. Is that the name of another company within Tops? It doesn't sound as familiar.
That's all right. Most people haven't heard of it. Krampus isn't actually... Our role is to inspect, decide on, and enforce regulation. Brutal competition is an inherent flaw of the market system. For the members at the round table, it doesn't matter if a company's executives are tearing each other apart. However, the condition is that all actions by the company and its management must comply with the core rules and interests of the business game doesn't always let us play by the rules. That's the round table's mercy. But when those rule breakers go too far, the strict mother reaches out with her black branch. This time, Porcelumix has clearly stepped out of line.
I think I get why the corporations might see members of Krampus as a disaster. Even so, having regulators like you is probably a key reason Tops has managed to maintain its strong position in the city.
So, it's not hard for you to understand why I see Miss Zhao as my savior, right?
We'll only know whether I'm your savior or your disaster once all the investigations are complete.
Better than letting someone like Lucro treat you like a fish on a chopping board, right?
Although he's not really a friend, I do have some He's determined to survive this brutal game. But he's also someone who would never cross the line.
Huh. You've got sharp and beautiful... I hope you'll never become the enemy of Krampus. And that when those eyes look at me again, they won't be filled with hostility, Miss...
Oh.
Soldier Orphe!
You two again? Now you have the proxy...
It's not what it looks like, Orphe. I had no idea those two were planning to scare you.
Captain Magus is asleep. Don't wake her up.
Is it time for the captain's self-diagnostic?
Is Orphe more worried about waking the captain or about the captain catching you secretly in... Excuse me! First of all, my concern for... Second, the field manual doesn't list lemon-flavored chips under prohibited foods during deployment. I have every right to protest Captain Magus's executive decision to... Oh! Then why doesn't Orphe protest when the captain's actual...
I'm sure Orphe has her own reasons.
Anyway, if Orphe doesn't want us to tell the captain...
How about sharing some of those lemon chips with...
Seed and Trigger are robbing me again! Isn't this just a regular part of our night ops briefing?
The law doesn't punish the majority, Orphe.
Then, the proxy should also share the responsibility.
A special mission to get rid of lemon-flavored chips? Count me...
Proxy, there's something I need to talk to you about. It's about the captain.
Let me guess. It's something that you can only say when Captain Magus is asleep?
That's right. Proxy, I want to apologize on behalf of the captain for... But there's a reason why the captain...
I trust you, Orphe. Just like you trust Captain... Come to think of it, you and Magus make quite the unique team. A soldier paired with an intelligent weapon construct.
An intelligent construct? Can I trust you?
You can trust me, just like how you trust
I'm just a gunner. A soldier, here to support Captain Magus. Orphe, you're being too hard on yourself again. You're special, that's how they would comfort me. If Captain Magus and the others were here. But no. I know that I'm not someone special. From the moment I was in the disaster 11 years ago, New Eridu lost so much. It lost so many of its soldiers. the Defense Force's last remaining gemstone, Obsidian Division, also suffered heavy losses. At the time, the military had launched various research projects. Enhanced soldiers, cybernetic soldiers even, cloned soldiers. It sounds brutal, doesn't it? But if it weren't for these cruel projects, Obsidian Division might never have lasted this long. I was also born at that time, cloned from a legendary soldier, and designed to aid that legendary soldier as an assistant. That legendary soldier's military codename, the soldier's original body has long been destroyed. All that remains now is a backup of her consciousness, or what you could call her soul, stored within the weapon. Even at death, she's still wielded as a weapon by the Defense Force. Though Captain Magus always says it's what she wanted, is it really a blessing? All things considered, I'm quite lucky. Selfish, even. They stole her body, her name. You could even say Captain Magus has never cared about that. Orphe, my life was far too boring. I know the looks in my comrades' eyes often carry sympathy or pity, mockery, or even disgust. Still, I can't help but feel that I'm lucky. I met Captain Magus, I met Obel Squad, and even crossed paths with someone as strong and interesting as you, Proxy. I know there's nothing special about the way I was born, but you all keep telling me, Orphe, you're being too hard on yourself again. You're special. You're one of a kind. Yet, the cold glass tanks, the tasteless nutrient fluids, those eyes filled with sympathy, pity, mockery, or disgust, they all proved one thing. I'm nothing special. They all told me, but you all keep telling me over and over again, you're one of a... I can leave those glass tanks in the past. I just don't want to let your rather than those cold, lifeless glass tanks. I want the warmth of Captain Magus. I'd rather have my noisy Obel Squad than you, the cool Proxy. Our pasts, whether it's mine or Captain Magus's, are not what define us. Although Captain Magus often jokingly calls you the villain, that's all just talk. Our pasts are not what define us. Instead, it's up to us to determine our destiny. As a Proxy, you'll lead us to the right place. I believe in you.
Thanks, Orphe. Oh yeah, this thing. There's still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 main stories left. Holy. And here I am, already feeling asleep.
Fairy, have you finished calculating the exact coordinate?
Affirmative. HDD data sync complete.
Why, finally! The exact coordinates are now locked in. The next step is to move out with Obel Squad and take him out.
Negative. Lorenz's forces have currently halted all further operations. So Obel Squad is unauthorized. Could you send a message to Yishuan Sufu? Actually, scratch that. Better send it to Senior Fufu instead. Sufu never replies to messages. Just say, Junior Wise needs your help. It's urgent. Please ask Yishuan Sufu to come to the rescue. P.S. Don't let the
Poor Junior Wise is suffering cruel mistreatment at the hands of the Defense Force. It's urgent. Come rescue him quickly. Stay low-key and avoid any clashes with the
Aren't you
Mhm.
We're talking about the safety of Waifei Peninsula here.
All we can do now is pray that who knows what kind of mess the Exaltists might be stirring up in the Hollow. There's no time to waste. Huh? I think I just had a dream. Am I still dreaming?
My disciple, Fufu, told me poor Junior Wise is suffering cruel mistreatment at the hands of the and that I need to stay low and avoid any clashes with.
Word for word! The message came straight from Junior Wise's... By the way...
Someone's messing with our junior out there. That's the last straw.
Hmm.
Shifu, it's time we step in and get an explanation, don't you think?
What do you mean by step in? Junior Wise just looks a little dazed, that's all. I don't see any signs of...
Did Yishuan Sufu use a technique?
Seems you're finally catching on now.
Your safety, of course, is our highest priority. But given how you contacted us in such a rush,
Come on, Junior Wise. What happened out there that made you call Shifu for help? Don't worry, you can tell us.
That's right. All your seniors are here.
Cunning as always. Certainly sounds...
If the defense force can't deal with those scoundrels, when do we set out, Shifu?
No need to be hasty. Let Junior Wise get some prop...
oh,
Oh, we don't have him as a playable character, do we?
Finish my cup of hot water.
We fighting?
Want a glass of nitro fuel?
No, we don't. Oh, she.
Please.
Is the concert?
I'll protect you from... which alias should I use this time?
Ooh.
2, 3,
Be my
4, 5, 6,
Don't frighten me like that.
7,
Let's
8.
fire it up.
I need these 8 characters. Eight into 90 into 2. I would need 1400 pulls if I had to like get guaranteed on them.
Let's fire it up.
Hands over the proc.
I was wondering who would break into Swabian Temple in the middle of the night. Turns out it. Please be aware that although Phylum Heights is under military control, soldiers have no right to enter private residence. And my temple isn't exactly a place where anyone can just come and go.
What's all this rambling?
I think what this lady means, Captain, is that you barged into someone's home in the middle of the night and caused a big ruckus.
Give...
See, Senior said that if this lady is going to beat you up, he probably won't be able to stop her.
Even with all the Obsidian troops of Waifei Peninsula as support, you probably still couldn't stop me.
Hell yeah.
High Preceptor Yishuan, this unannounced visit is not meant as a provocation. But the person behind you, Faithin...
Under your protection. You mean the mayor's envoy whose freedom is now being restricted?
The temporary restriction on the proxy's movement is both to protect military secrets and to ensure the proxy's...
No matter how you look at it, my disciple is safest under my protection.
Listen, you two. There's something more urgent to deal with than my safety.
Proxy, are you okay? Oh, so the Proxy wasn't kidnapped by
Apologies. This is my mistake. I thought it was the city authorities who took the Proxy away, trying to extract military information.
I've never cared about military secrets, only about the safety of my disciples and the well-being of New Eridu.
Well then, Proxy, if you went so far as to defy military order, you mean you're absolutely certain that the Exaltus still have a real stronghold hidden somewhere?
I can't say I'm completely certain. Not until I enter the Hollow myself and reach those coordinates. But as Guardians of New Eridu, shouldn't the Summit and the Defense Force investigate, even if there's only the slightest chance of danger?
Wise, I just received an alert from Barry.
According to real-time Hollow monitoring data, ether activity is warning. Ether activity across Lemnian Hollow. Warning. At the current rate of Hollow expansion, there is a 17.2% chance that Lemnian Hollow will breach the Zenless limit within 1,000.
What's that voice assistant rambling about this?
Basically, she's saying that if left unchecked, the Hollow might just go boom.
The Exaltus in charge of miasma research mentioned experiments on large-scale miasma activation. I suspect they're preparing for what they call the final. Based on the intelligence and mission results we've seen, the Exaltus control most of the miasma-rich areas in Lemnian Hollow. They've also mastered the technology to manipulate the unique ether. The current rise in ether activity throughout the Hollow is probably connected to the Exaltus operations.
If your theory is true, then this currently undiscovered Exaltus base will likely become the central hub for their final sacrifice.
Exactly. But if we can take out their hidden base, the sacrifice ritual won't happen, and the Hollow's rising activity will be back under control.
How do you manage to sigh with a mechanical throat like that?
Although I tried to ignore some of the seemingly fabricated technical terms, you still... So essentially, we head in, confirm whether any Exaltus rats are still stirring up trouble, and if they are, we wipe them out. That should eliminate the threat.
Wow, Captain Magus, you actually understood everything this time.
And let's move out. Obel's squad will personally eliminate the...